In this video, we are going to solve some problems, no? Review problems. Set 2 tayo ngayon, class, for your upcoming, in preparation for your upcoming final exam this week, okay? So, first problem, two pumps are used to fill a water reservoir. Pump A can fill the reservoir in 3 hours, less time than pump B. When both pumps operate simultaneously, they fill the reservoir in 2 hours. How many hours would it take pump B to fill the reservoir load? So, gawa tayo ng parang tank. Ito, class. Simple representation of a tank. Okay, let's say for example, this is our tank, no? And there are two pumps. Okay, dalawang pump tayo, class. So, let's say for example, dito yung lalabas yung isang pump. Okay, let's say for example lang, dito yung isang pump, and also ito yung isang pump. Okay. So this is our pump A, this is our pump B. Sabi dito that if A, only if yung A lang yung nag-on, it can fill the reservoir in 3 hours less time. So sabi dito, if pump A can fill the reservoir, if pump A lang yung mag-operate, it can fill this tank in 3 hours less time than B. Meaning to say, kung yung B natin is mag-consume siya ng T, okay, T na time, so itong pump A will consume T minus 3, okay, 3 hours less time. So, mas, ano siya, no, mas, tawag nito, it can fill the reservoir or the tank faster than pump B, okay. But when both pumps operate simultaneously, they fill the reservoir in 2 hours. So yung formula natin dito, class, is equivalent. Ang formula natin will be equivalent to yung isang job, or which is yung isang tank is mapifill ni A, no? So dito yung rate ni A. Rate niya ni A. Time rate ni A. Okay? Or simply time ni A, no? Plus, okay, plus yung isang reservoir or isang tank is mapifill ni B in time ni B. That is equivalent sa 1 over total time nila if they will be working together, or if mag-on yung dalawang pump. So yung T ni A or T sub A is ito yun, class. Yung T ni B, ito yun. So plugging in the values, we have here 1 over TA. Okay, sorry, that is T minus 3 plus 1 all over T is equivalent to 1 over the total hours na mako-consume nila if they will be operating simultaneously, and that is in 2 hours. So this is 2. Okay? So yan na yung ating equation, and we need just to solve for how many hours would it take pump B, or in other words, itong T. Okay, meron na tayong T dito. So what we can do is to get the LCD of this, that is T cube, T minus 3 times T. Then we have here T plus T minus 3. Okay? Is equivalent to 1/2. And then we have here T plus T, or that will become 2T minus 3. No? This one will be T squared minus 3T. Okay? Equivalent to 1/2. Then simplify lang natin to. By cross multiplying, we have 2T minus 3 to be multiplied by 2. Ito, cross multiply natin. Ito din. So we have here T squared minus 3T. Okay? Then distribute natin to. Distribute natin. We have here 4T minus 6 equivalent to T squared minus 3T. And itong dalawang term na to, transpose natin. So nahin ko lang itong T squared minus 3T. So from positive 40, that will become negative 40. Then from negative 6, that will become positive 6, equivalent to 0. So this one will be T squared. Negative 3 minus 40, that will become negative 70. Okay? Plus 6, equivalent to 0. So ito na yung ating final equation, and then we can just use the quadratic formula, or you can also use the diretso na. Okay na lang. Dito, equation. So, hanapin na natin yung quadratic 3. So, lagyan na natin yung mga coefficient. Yung coefficient ng t squared is equivalent to 1. Yung coefficient ng t will be negative 7. And yung constant natin, which is 6. Press equal, you get 6 and 1. So, yung time dito is 6 and 1. So, dalawang possible values, no? Meron tayong 6, meron tayong 1. So, saan dyan yung ating tamang sagot? Now, kung gagamitin natin yung 1 as our answer, so, kung gagamitin natin yung 1 as our answer, try natin dito kung may make sense ba siya. If t is equivalent to 1, so that is 1 minus 3, that is negative 2, tama ba? So, there is no such thing as negative 2 time. Walang negative 2 second, walang negative 2 hours, ganyan, good. Wala siyang ganyan, no? So, yung only possible lang na value of our time would be equivalent to 6. Kasi kapag we have here 6 minus 3, so that would give us 3 hours. Okay, so positive yung masasagot natin dyan. So, therefore, yung tamang sagot pala dito is equivalent to 6 hours. Okay, so meaning to say, si pump B will need 6 hours to fill in the reservoir or the tank alone. Okay? So, kung atin yung i-check, no? Checking natin. So, yung dito na lang, no? So, 1 over 6 minus 3 plus 1 over 6 should be equivalent to 1/2, no? So, ito 1 over 3 plus 1 over 6 equivalent to 1/2. Check natin, ha? So, ito, yung LCD niya would be 6. So, 6 divide 3, that would be 2. 2 times 1, we have 2. Plus 6 divided 6, 1. 1 times 1, we have 2. So, 1/2. Ito magiging 3 over 6 equivalent to 1/2. So, what is 3 over 6? That is still equivalent to 1/2. So, 1/2 is equivalent to 1/2. So, that is correct. So, yung tamang sagot nito would be 6. Okay, ito ha. Diretso ko na sa calculator, but you can also do the quadratic formula. So, basically, we have t, negative b, no? Positive, negative, square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, ano yung b natin dito? Okay. Yung b natin dito is itong negative 7. So, negative. Okay. Negative of negative 7 plus positive, negative. Okay. Positive, negative. Negative 7 square minus 4. Yung a natin is yung coefficient dito, which is equivalent to 1. Yung c natin is 6. Okay. All over 2 times 1. So, kung gagamitin mo yung positive una, okay, and then yung negative na naman, so you would get these two values. Okay? So, that's it for our problem number 1. So, yung sagot dyan is 6 hours. So, it would take pump B to fill the reservoir alone in 6 hours. Okay? Now, for the second problem, Paula is now 18 years old. And his colleague, Monica, okay, Paula is now 18 years old. And his colleague Monica is 14 years old. How many years ago was Paula twice as old as Monica? So, gawa tayo ng parang age matrix. Meron tayo ditong past. Then, meron tayo ditong past age nila. Then, we have here present age nila. Okay, so sabihin natin this is for Paula. This is for Monica. Okay. Okay. Gawa lang ako ng table class, ha. So, this is for Paula and Monica. Okay, so sabi dyan, yung edad ni Paula, currently, so is man, so that talks about the present time, 18. And yung Monica naman is, so present time, 14 years old. Now, in how many years ago daw, so wala tayo, hindi natin alam yan. So, kapag subtract natin itong present age ni Paula by many years ago, so sabihin natin yung many years ago na pinapanap dito is x. So, we have here 18 minus x. So, at that past year, no, so yung edad din ni Monica would be 14 minus x. So, sabi dito, how many years ago was Paula twice as old as Monica? So, it talks about the past age. So, yung edad daw ni Paula at the past age is twice daw ng edad ni Monica at the same time, no? So therefore, we have here 18 minus x, yung edad ni Paula at that past, no? In the past, is equivalent daw dapat sa twice ng edad ni Monica in the past. So that is 14 minus x. So, simplify natin to solve for the value of x. So, ito, magiging positive 28. And 2 times negative x, magiging 2 positive x. Negative 2x. So, gawin natin ito, transpose natin sa kabila. Ito naman, transpose natin sa kabila. So, we have here, from negative 2x, magiging positive 2x. Then, we can just copy negative x. Then, we have here 28. From positive 18, that would become negative 18. So, ito, 2x minus x will be equivalent to x. 28 minus 18, that would be equivalent to 10. So, yung sagot pala dito is exactly 10 years ago. Yung edad ni Paula is twice as old na edad ni, or twice as old as Monica in that the same year. So, okay, kung atin tong i-check, no? If we do checking, so at this past age, so 18 minus 10 years ago, so that will become, yung edad ni Paula would be 8, no? So, ano na ba yung edad ni Monica at that 10 years ago? So, that's 14 minus 10, that is 4. So, sabi dito, yung edad ni Paula is twice sa edad ni Monica. And that is correct. Okay? So, correct yung ating naging sagot dyan. Okay? So, yung answer dyan would be 10 years ago. Okay, for our next problem, given a triangle with angles A equivalent to 40 degree, B 60 degree, and sides A equivalent to 4 centimeter. We need to find the length of the third side B. So, we need to find the length of the third side B. So, gawa tayo ng triangle, class. So, gawa tayo ng triangle. And then, the convention natin, ito, let's say, for example, this is angle B, angle A, angle B, angle C. So, yung opposite niya would be side C, ito, side A, and we have side B. So, let's plug in what is given, or what values are given. So, yung angle A doon natin is 40 degree, yung angle B natin is 60 degree, and then, yung side A natin is 4 centimeters. So, we need to solve for the value ng third side B. So, meron tayong side na opposite niya is also given. Meron tayong side na opposite angle niya would be also given. So, we can use the sine law for this. So, let's solve for the value of the side B. So, basically, we have side B and then yung opposite angle niya. Sine of its opposite angle, so that is 60 degrees. Now, that is equivalent to yung side A natin, which is 4 centimeters, yung opposite angle niya would be sine of 40 degrees. So, cross multiplying, eto, no? We have 4 sine 60. Okay, 4 sine 60 all over sine of 40 degree. So, kuha lang tayo ng calculator. So, we have here, so make sure naka-degree modes kayo. 4 times sine 60 all over sine 40. Okay? Yung sagot dito is equivalent to 5.39. Okay, 5.39 centimeters. So, yan yung sagot natin for the third side B. Okay, for the next problem, a radiator contains 10 liters of a 20% antifreeze solution. How much of this solution must be drained and replace with pure antifreeze, which is 100% concentration, to raise the concentration to 40%. So, gawa tayo ng parang simple diagram, class. Meron na tayo ditong tank, no, containing a radiator, which is 10 liters. No? Ito daw, 10 liters. Then, yung concentration niya dito is 20%. No? Ganyan. Then, sabi dito, how much of the solution must be drained? So, meaning to say, pag drained, nagre-remove tayo, no? So, from here, we remove. Okay? We remove. Meaning to say, we subtract. No? We subtract. Okay. What, ano yung sinubtract natin? Say, sorry. So, ano yung sinubtract natin? For example, ito. Ito yung sinubtract natin na volume. Okay, yan. So, ito, X, no? Hindi natin yan alam. So, saan natin yan sinabtract? Dito, sa 20% concentration. So, yung concentration ito would be 20% pa rin, no? So, ang sinabtract natin or kinuha natin from 10 liters is X. Yan yung hindi natin alam. Tapos, replace. Mean to say, nagdagdag tayo ulit ng anong amount? The same amount lang. Okay, the same amount lang yung dinagdag natin. Nagkuha tayo ng X amount, binalik natin yung X amount, pero magkaiba yung concentration. Ito, concentration niya 100. Para daw makabuo tayo ng ano class? Ano yung resulting natin? Concentration of 40%. So, ang ano dito, ang logic dito is kung nagkuha tayo ng X amount, then nagdagdag tayo ng X amount, anong matitira dito na volume? Yung natira, yung pinakaunang volume natin. Yeah, tama ba? Which is 10 liters pa rin. Yan pa rin yung volume natin. Okay? Pero, yung concentration niya would now be equivalent to 40%. So, yan yung ating parang diagram. Now, to make this into mathematical equation, simply we'll just multiply itong volume natin by the concentration. So, that is 10 times 20 minus X times 20 plus X times 100 equivalent to 10 times 40. Yan lang yung magiging solution natin. And then, let's just solve for the value of X. Okay, 10 times 20, that is 200 minus 20X plus 100X equivalent to 10 times 40, that is 400. Okay, simplify natin. Negative 20x plus 100x, that would give us 80x. Ito, distribute natin or transpose natin. So, 400 minus 200. So, we have here 80x is equivalent to 400 minus 200, that is 200. Divide natin by 80. So, we get x is equivalent to 200 divide 80. So, that will become 2.5 liters. So, yung sagot natin dito would be 2.5 liters. Okay? Okay, let's continue. So, for our problem, last problem, I think this is our last problem for this day. A ladder placed against a wall reaches the top of the wall of height 6 meter and the ladder is inclined at an angle of 60 degree. Find how far the ladder is from the foot of the wall. So, gawa tayo ng wall natin. So, for example, itong yung wall natin. Ayan. Oh. And then, this one will be our ground. So, gawa tayo ng ladder dyan. Okay, meron na tayong ladder dito. Okay. Yan, yung ladder natin. And then, sabi dyan is, yung top of the ladder, no, a ladder placed against a wall reaches the top. Yung top of the ladder reaches a height of 6 meter. So, itong part na to will now be equivalent to, so this is 6 meters daw. And the ladder is inclined at an angle of, so inclined daw siya at an angle of 60 degree. Now, ang tanong dito is how far the ladder is from the foot of the wall. If this is the foot of the wall, so ano daw itong distance ng ladder from the foot of the wall. So, let's call that x. So, meron tayong opposite side ng ating angle and then we have also the adjacent side. So, we can use the tangent. Tangent of our angle 60 degree equivalent to the opposite, which is 6, and over adjacent, which is x. So, therefore, cross-multiply natin. We have here 6 over tangent of 60 degrees. So, ito pala is equivalent to 6 over tangent 60. So, kuha lang natin yung calculator natin. So, that would give us 6 over tan 60. Or that is equivalent to 2 square root of 3 or 3.46. 3.46. And that is in meters. So, that would be our answer for this problem. Okay? So, that's it for this video and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you everyone for listening.